I fell in love with a man who was never mine. He held my hands. He looked into my eyes. He told me he loved me, but every night he went home to another woman. I told myself it was temporary. I told myself love needs patience, but I didn't know that waiting for him would slowly erase me. My name is Daniela, and this is my story. I live in a small seaside town called Brighton Bay, not far from New York City. It's a quiet place, calm streets, cozy cafes, and the sound of waves always nearby. I'm 29 years old, and I work as a receptionist at a small hotel near the beach. My life was simple. Some people might say boring, but I liked it that way. I had a small apartment, a few close friends, and a routine that felt safe. After a few bad relationships in the past, I wasn't looking for love anymore. I told myself that being alone was better than being hurt again. But life doesn't always ask what you want. Sometimes it brings someone into your world when you least expect it. That someone was Michael. He came to the hotel for a business trip. He looked different from the usual guests. Calm, polite, a little tired. He had soft eyes, a gentle smile, and a quiet way of speaking that made you feel heard. When I checked him in, he thanked me slowly, like he really meant it. The next morning, he came to the lobby and asked me about the town, where locals drink coffee, which beach is quiet, which restaurant feels real. And he listened, really listened. He stayed for 2 weeks. Every evening after work, he came down to the lobby just to talk. Some days we walked along the beach. Other times we sat near the lighthouse. We talked about life, books, music, dreams. One night under the stars, he looked at me and said, "Being with you feels like peace." That was the night I started falling in love. When his 2 weeks were over, he left Brighton Bay, but he didn't leave my life. Every day he sent messages. Every night we talked on the phone. We laughed. We shared stories, and I missed him more than I expected. A month later, he came back. This time, he rented a small house near the harbor and asked me to visit. We cooked together. We danced in the kitchen. We listened to music. It felt easy. It felt real. I felt lucky until one quiet evening, everything changed. We were sitting on the couch, drinking tea. He looked serious. He took a deep breath and said, "Daniela, I need to tell you something." My heart started beating faster. "I'm married," he said. "I have 2 children." My body froze. I couldn't speak. My hands felt cold. He said his marriage was empty, that he stayed only for the children, that he never expected to meet me. I walked outside. The air was cold. The ocean was loud. That night, I couldn't sleep. I wanted to be angry, but I missed him. And when he messaged me, "I'm sorry, I miss you," I didn't reply. Not right away. But a week later, I saw him again, and I stayed. I became the secret. We met in quiet rooms. No public dates. No photos. No future plans. Only stolen moments. At first, he made me feel special. He remembered small things. He listened. He made me laugh. But deep inside, I knew the truth. I was not his first choice. I was not part of his real life. I waited for his messages. I planned my life around his visits. I stopped seeing friends. My world became small. Sometimes I stood by the beach and asked myself, is this love, or am I just afraid to be alone? Slowly, I stopped smiling the way I used to. One night after he left, I looked at the empty room and finally understood. Someone can love you and still never choose you. and love should never make you disappear. I walked away. Healing wasn't easy. Some days were heavy. Some nights were quiet. But slowly, I found myself again. And now I know this. Love should feel safe. It should feel open. It should feel like home. And if you are waiting for someone who cannot choose you, choose yourself. Because sometimes the greatest love story is the one where you save yourself.